Hey everybody, Brian the Wild Armenian, rent, ride, carport builder, mechanic, real estate investor, automotive carport mechanic, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me late for lunch. You got it. You know, I hate to tell on myself, but this is the mower tire, or my front tire. It's the left side. And it's off our little John Deere riding machine, and I've 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, I'm embarrassed. I even double plugged this one. I got into something. I think over the corner of the property there was old fence board in the ground that was grown up with grass, and it was like bam, bam, bam. So I plugged it, and that's been months ago. Well, not months ago. Man, I'm really make myself sound bad. It's been weeks ago. How about that? It's been weeks ago. Anyway, I plugged it. Now, plugging on any farm or you want to plug, you don't want to put tubes in tires. I mean, everybody goes, well, why do you want to replace that? It's got good tread, no cracks, dry. But I don't. It does have a crack here. Yeah, it does. But anyway, it's a good time to replace it. You could put a slip of tube in this, and you could go rock and roll. You'd be okay, and it would hold up, be fine. And you could get 10, 20 years out of a tire, maybe, I don't know, but 10 years at least. And I don't want to do that, because when if you get a nail again, you're back in the same boat. You got to pull it apart. You got to patch your tube. It's a pain in the butt. Trust me. I'm moving like a slow turtle. Matter of fact, a turtle can beat me, because these are a pain in the butt. So the tubes are, I forgot the prices, but I looked up the prices. I got this from Amazon, a replacement tire. I spent probably $8 more, and I'm just going to put a new tire on it, So that's it. And I did procrastinate, it took taking time. And it is what it is. Like I said, I'm moving slow. I haven't even broke that puppy down. I pulled it off the mower here. Let me show you. I just finally got around to doing it. This morning I said, you know what? I got up a little early this morning. I got up at 7 o'clock, so that was pretty early for me now. I mean, back when I was working, I'd get up at 4 o'clock. So here you go. There's the stuff. I hope you can see it. And there's the pliers. Took a pliers, and there's how you get it off. You got a front and back washer, and this little cup right here. Like that, and it plugs onto this bigger washer. Goes to the front, and that holds that cup on. The dust cup, or whatever you want to call it. The big washer goes in there, and then this little C-clip here, and there you go. And like I said, I've been putting it off. That's how easy that is to take it off. Now, I could be a real tired butt and take that down to a tire store, but why spend the money? They're going to charge me $25. I mean, okay. Yeah, but $25 is $25. Come on. And I'm retired. I got plenty of time, right? The only problem is it takes longer to do stuff when you're retired. That's why I've been saying, boy, I don't have enough time in the day when I'm retired. How could I ever find time to work? Because it takes longer for me. I can speak for me. Anyway, that's. I'm not here to talk about my tire. My tire and my attitude leading up to changing my tire was a good start for a video I was thinking about. And I'm thinking about what stop. You know what? This really thought about it. Stop putting off, or how about this? Instead of putting off, stop putting roadblocks on your retirement or your retirement plans. And even in your retirement, your stuff you got to do, quit putting roadblocks on that kind of stuff. And man, I'm good. I'm guilty for that 100%. And for all you, people just clicking onto my video, a little backstory. I retired at 65. I could have retired at 62, started collecting Social Security, but my Medicare kicked in at 65. I had to wait until then. That's with everybody my age bracket. I don't know if it's that for people Gen Zs or Gen X or whatever, but that was for me. I'm a baby boomer. So I waited. And of course, the longer I waited, the more money I get in benefits from the Social Security Administration. So, it's so what, but good, a little bit of extra money helps here and there, and I do live off the Social Security. Now, it's not buying everything, but it does buy the staples in life. And it makes me breathe easier, it covers the grocery, it covers the bills. I mean, it really does. Now, of course, the whole key to everything is, keep this in mind, having everything paid for. That matters. Now, I know a couple that is mine and my wife's age. They have a mortgage. It's tight, but they're managing to do it. I mean, you can do it, and there's people I know. I don't dive deep into their whatever, but it is what it is. But for me, I'm just going to speak for me, and take it, any way you want to take it. But I breathe better, sleep better at nights, knowing that I don't have a mortgage, crawling over my head. I don't have no car payments. Paid the wife's car off, oh boy, a couple of months ago. We stringing it along. It was only $300 a month, I'm finally tired of that. Enough is enough. Pay the stupid thing off, and that's it. We don't have no lurching big, I call it the big demon, the creditor. Ooh, like Dave Ramsey said, you don't have that laying on your head. And, and there's people out there that are struggling, and I know, and it's these times, inflation is high. They don't want to admit it, but it is. I'm not going to get into politics or anything, but there are some parties that paint that it's okay, it's just the way it is. And, but when you go buy a chicken, a fryer, and it's $15 or $18, come on, and gas is double from what it was 5 years ago, yeah, right. But I know there's people out there with high credit card debts, and man, the interest rates are crazy. And I don't know, there's a lot of things. I ran into that boat many, many years ago. I was into the same predicament. And I know there was this guy I tuned into before, I guess, really the internet started really taking off. It was Larry Burkett and the Christian Financial. It was out of Atlanta, Georgia. Now, Larry's passed on. He went up to the big sky, in heaven, but he had a good financial base. You know what? I'll tell you what, it's kind of Dave Ramsey reminds me of it. And I've heard Dave Ramsey mention him. And Dave Ramsey was basically a knucklehead like I was. He had to, listen to his story. He's done some oopsie, daisy kind of moments, and so have I. And which was really good to find out, hearing him talking about Larry Burkett was, I guess it helped screw his head on right, and mine too, and start being a good steward to my money. And that's what he talked about. And that's a lot, to say a lot, to be a good steward to your money. Be good to yourself. I always say that at the end of the event. Please be good to yourself. And I really mean that. Think about it. And getting into debt, buying things that you don't really need, paying too much for stuff. If a box of cereal, you got a name brand, I don't mean to be picking on Fruit Loops, but if there's a second brand, that's, the half the price, buy it, I think it all comes out of the same factory anyway. I'm not going to get into that thing. And then there, light is known by those who follow him, and that's the good Lord above, and that's in, where was that in Philippians 2:15 in the Bible. So look that up, and tell me if I got that right or not. Please give me some comments on that. But, that's it too. We put roadblocks on stuff in our lives, or get around to it. It's like the old John Deere mower. And, and I'm guilty for that, come on. But there's a time and place for everything. And I guess for me, I have to grow up. And I'm still growing up, I get that way. I get lazy and complacent, and I'd rather just put a bunch of plugs in it, and then the tire would go low, though. That's why the plugs were holding on the tire, but it had another slow leak. So every time I turned around, then I got to thinking, one day the wife is going to want to jump on the mower, and I'm going to be at the store or something, and she won't be able to mow because the tire's low, and she don't know how to hook up the compressor or start it or anything like that. I showed her, but she'll forget it. She's a girly. But here's the old tire machines I've had, or tire machines. I make it sound like there's a big tire changers. Let me rephrase that. This is my machine. This is the for big tires like that, and this is the old lawnmower one here, for lawnmower engines, and so I'm not looking forward to it. I'm telling you, those little tires are a lot harder than the bigger tires. And the bigger tires are a pain in the butt, let me tell you. So that's just it, and I don't mean to bore you guys about tires and tire changing, but it's a point I'm trying to bring home to you with the way I am, and the way I used to be. But the biggest thing is just a suggestion: quit putting roadblocks on stuff, and quit saying, "Oh, I'll never retire." Don't. When you say that, when I hear young people say that, it puts it out there. I'll never retire, and don't make that allegiance, please. Think positive. You're gonna retire. There's ways to do it. And another thing too, on this, I was going to make this video yesterday. It's been 5 days since I made my last video. And the news cycle, I don't know when. I'm new to this YouTube thing, this new channel I got. And I'm learning when not to put videos out. And the news cycle has been very wild here lately. One thing's great about it, especially the White House stuff that's happening with the White House and everything. Me and the wife saving a lot of money. We don't have to go to comedy clubs. So with that, and that's enough out of that. You know what? God bless you folks. There's a lot of things important today. It's my wife. Yeah, I better say that. My kids, my family, my folks in church, my friends. And my country, by all means, even though we got some wild news cycles happening right now, hang in there. I think we're all in growing pains right now. That's what I really believe. This country's in growing pains. And you folks, oh yeah, my God. Ooh, didn't I forget that? Yeah, my Lord Jesus Christ, thank you. And you folks, like I said earlier in the video, please take care of yourself. You're very important to me. And God bless you.